Transform your sunny indoor living space into an astonishingly resilient green sanctuary filled with stunning, practically unkillable houseplants starting today. Discover how these 15 indestructible houseplant varieties can easily thrive inside any modern American home environment without any hassle at all. If you have accidentally killed every single indoor potted plant you ever bought, you are certainly not alone in this journey. Overwatering and improper low-light conditions account for nearly 80% of all houseplant deaths across typical American households annually. We selected 15 remarkably tough foliage varieties that effortlessly survive dark rooms, forgotten watering schedules, and varying ambient climate humidity. These exceptionally durable plants will easily forgive your beginner mistakes while naturally purifying the surrounding air within your living space. Choosing forgiving botanical species allows complete beginners to build confidence without constantly worrying about delicate watering schedules or complex fertilizer. In this comprehensive guide, we break down essential plant choices ranging from ultimate beginner foliage to stylish medium care varieties. We gathered practical care tips grounded in real American climate conditions, apartment setups, central heating, and air conditioning systems. Understanding basic plant selection principles prevents wasted money, avoids unnecessary frustration, and guarantees long-term indoor gardening success very quickly. Stay tuned until the absolute end to discover crucial common mistakes that ruin indoor foliage even under optimal care conditions. Our curated list highlights low light tolerance, minimal watering demands, structural durability, and overall aesthetic appeal for your apartment interior. Investing 30 minutes today will thoroughly equip you with expert knowledge needed to build your dream indoor sanctuary successfully. Whether living in a dimly lit studio or a spacious suburban townhouse, these resilient selections will fit seamlessly anywhere. Let us jump directly into the foundational principles every beginner must master before bringing their very first indoor plant home. The fundamental foundation of successful indoor plant care relies heavily on utilizing proper, well-draining potting soil mixtures from start. Standard garden topsoil compacts far too easily indoors, suffocating delicate root systems and leading directly to destructive fungal diseases. Always select containers equipped with functional drainage holes to allow excess water to escape freely during routine maintenance sessions. Understanding indirect light exposure versus harsh direct sunlight prevents scorching delicate leaves during hot North American summer seasons effectively. Place your tropical plants near east or north-facing windows to ensure steady ambient light without dangerous overheating from rays. Sheer curtains offer an excellent solution for softening harsh southern window light, creating optimal lighting conditions for indoor foliage. Testing soil dryness using your fingers or a moisture meter remains far more reliable than following rigid weekly calendars. Water thoroughly until liquid drips out through drainage holes, then completely discard stagnant water left sitting in saucers beneath. Allowing the top 2 inches of soil to dry completely out between waterings prevents harmful root rot issues effectively. Keep foliage far away from direct air conditioning blasts and furnace vents, which rapidly dehydrate leaves during extreme seasons. Maintaining stable room temperatures between 65 and 75 degrees Fahrenheit creates an ideal environment for most houseplant varieties. Grouping several tropical houseplants together naturally elevates local humidity levels, mimicking their native rainforest environments quite effortlessly indoors. Cleaning leaf surfaces regularly using damp microfiber towels removes dust buildup, allowing plants to photosynthesize much more efficiently daily. Feed your plants with balanced organic liquid fertilizer exclusively during active spring and summer growing periods for best results. Pruning away dead or damaged foliage encourages fresh, healthy growth, while directing vital nutrients toward thriving foliage stems continuously. Observing subtle visual cues like drooping stems or changing leaf color helps you adjust maintenance routines before problems escalate severely. Strong root establishment represents the primary secret behind vibrant, healthy foliage that resists typical household pests and environment stresses. Patience remains essential, as plants require several weeks to adjust after transitioning into new home lighting and humidity conditions. Avoid repotting newly purchased plants immediately. Instead, allow them time to settle inside their temporary nursery pots first, always. Armed with these foundational techniques, you are now completely ready to explore our ultimate top 15 unkillable plant choices. We kick off our main countdown with Tier 1, featuring absolute beginner plants that thrive on sheer neglect daily. These bulletproof varieties survive extreme drought, extremely dim ambient lighting, and complete beginner oversight without losing their lush beauty. Let us examine plant number 1, arguably the most famous and resilient indoor houseplant in North American homes today. First up on our list is the legendary snake plant, formerly recognized scientifically as Sansevieria or Dracaena trifasciata. Featuring stiff, upright leaves adorned with striking yellow borders, this architectural stunner elevates any indoor decorative layout effortlessly. Starting our countdown is the snake plant, widely regarded as the ultimate indestructible choice for absolute indoor gardening beginners. Famous for incredible resilience, snake plants tolerate severe neglect, dim, low-light corners, and prolonged dry spells remarkably well overall. This plant converts carbon dioxide into oxygen during nighttime hours, making it ideal for bedrooms across typical American apartments. Its thick structural leaves store abundant water reserves, allowing it to easily survive weeks without receiving a single drop. Water your snake plant only when the soil dries out completely, usually every 3 to 6 weeks depending on season. Ensure you use well-draining cactus soil mix and containers with functional drainage holes to prevent dangerous root rot issues. Pro tip: always err on the side of underwatering, as overwatering remains the single easiest way to kill this plant. If leaves turn mushy or bend near the base, stop watering immediately and let soil dry completely before proceeding further. Number 2 on our countdown is the popular ZZ plant, mathematically proven to endure almost any household light level effortlessly. With ultra-glossy, dark green leaves that look polished, ZZ plants add sleek, modern sophistication to any indoor living room decor. ZZ plants thrive in low-light environments, including windowless offices relying solely on artificial overhead fluorescent lighting setups throughout daytime hours. Underneath the soil, thick bulbous rhizomes store water efficiently, making this plant exceptionally drought-tolerant during long travel periods. Water sparingly once every month, ensuring soil dries out thoroughly between sessions to maintain healthy, firm, beautiful root structures. Use light, fast-draining potting soil mixtures to avoid holding excess moisture around the underground rhizome structures for too long. Pro tip: look for the trendy Raven ZZ cultivar, which develops gorgeous, deep, purple-black foliage as mature leaves age gracefully. Keep this plant out of reach of curious pets, as all parts contain mild calcium oxalate crystals, causing irritation. Number 3 is Golden Pothos, often called Devil's Ivy due to its relentless ability to stay vibrant despite neglect. Featuring heart-shaped leaves splattered with golden yellow variegation, this cascading vine grows rapidly inside typical North American home interiors. Pothos adapts effortlessly to low, medium, or bright indirect light, making it extraordinarily versatile for hanging baskets or bookshelves. It communicates clearly when thirsty by slightly drooping its leaves, bouncing back quickly right after receiving thorough watering session. Water your Golden Pothos when the top inch of soil feels completely dry to the touch, ensuring healthy root development. Trim long vine stems occasionally to encourage bushier leaf growth and easily propagate new cuttings directly inside clear water jars. Pro tip: pinch back growing stem tips regularly to prevent your plant from growing sparse, leggy, or overly thin indoors. If variegated leaves start losing their bright patterns, simply move the plant closer to a brighter window exposure area. Number 4 is the cast iron plant, scientifically named Aspidistra Elatior, famous for tolerating near total darkness effortlessly. True to its name, this foliage handles extreme temperature fluctuations, deep shadow, poor air quality, and irregular watering cycles. Its broad, deep green arching leaves create an instant classic aesthetic, making it popular in traditional American living spaces. Cast iron plants grow slowly, meaning they rarely require repotting or frequent fertilizer applications to stay healthy year-round. Keep soil slightly moist during warm spring months, but allow the top half to dry out completely throughout winter. Ensure the soil drains quickly to prevent root rot, as wet soil is one of its few weaknesses indoors. Pro tip: avoid placing this foliage in harsh, direct sunlight, which easily bleaches and scorches its lovely dark foliage. Wipe down the broad leaves every few weeks to keep them shining bright and free of room dust buildup. Number 5 is the classic spider plant, Chlorophytum comosum, famous for producing charming baby plantlets on hanging stems. Featuring arching grass-like foliage, variegated with white stripes, this fast-growing plant brings vibrant life into bright kitchen windows. It prefers bright, indirect light conditions, but adapts readily to moderate indoor light levels across varying home environments. Spider plants actively purify surrounding household air while producing mini offspring that you can propagate easily in fresh soil. Water consistently when the upper layer of soil dries, keeping it slightly moist without oversaturating the roots below. Fleshy tuberous root systems store moisture effectively, enabling the plant to bounce back after accidental dry spells. Pro tip: use distilled or filtered water if leaf tips turn brown, as spider plants are sensitive to tap fluorides. Snip away brown tips cleanly at an angle following the natural blade shape to maintain neat visual aesthetics effortlessly. Moving on to Tier 2, featuring adaptable intermediate plants that add striking style and moderate growth to your home. These popular varieties require slightly more consistent watering and light, rewarding basic care with lush decorative tropical foliage. Let us explore plant number 6, an iconic Instagram favorite, famous for its uniquely perforated split leaves. Number 6 is Monstera Deliciosa, often called the Swiss cheese plant, celebrated worldwide for its dramatic fenestrated foliage. Its vibrant tropical appearance makes it an extraordinary centerpiece choice for modern apartments and spacious open living rooms. Monstera thrives best in medium to bright indirect sunlight, producing larger split leaves under stronger ambient light exposure. Provide a moss pole or wooden trellis to support climbing aerial roots as stems expand upward over time. Water thoroughly when the top 2 inches of soil feel dry, allowing excess water to drain out fully. Use a chunky, well-aerated potting mixture enriched with orchid bark to mimic tropical rainforest floor soil conditions. Pro tip: elevate ambient room humidity, using humidifiers to accelerate growth rates and encourage larger leaf split development. Clean broadleaf blades routinely to prevent pest infestations and maintain maximum light absorption indoors effectively. Number 7 is the graceful peace lily, Spathiphyllum, cherished for elegant white blooms and excellent indoor air filtration. Featuring glossy, dark green leaves and clean white spathes, this plant brings sophisticated natural elegance into indoor spaces. Peace lilies thrive in medium to low indirect light, making them perfect options for quiet bedroom or bathroom decor. This expressive plant dramatically droops its leaves when thirsty, signaling precisely when it requires immediate watering care. Keep soil consistently damp but never waterlogged, ensuring drainage tray water is emptied promptly after each watering. Use rich, moisture-retentive potting soil mixed with perlite to maintain ideal moisture balance around delicate root systems. Pro tip: do not panic when leaves droop. A thorough watering revives the plant back to life within hours. Trim faded flowers at the base to encourage continuous new blooming cycles throughout active growing spring seasons. Number 8 is the rubber tree, Ficus elastica, famous for thick, glossy leaves and bold architectural presence. Available in deep burgundy, vibrant green, or variegated varieties, this plant adds dramatic height and structure to rooms. Rubber trees thrive best in bright, indirect sunlight, requiring ample light to maintain vibrant leaf color and structure. They absorb indoor light efficiently, growing rapidly into impressive indoor trees with proper love and routine care. Water when the top 2 inches of soil feel dry, reducing watering frequency significantly during cooler winter months. Ensure pot drainage holes are clear, as stagnant water near roots causes sudden leaf dropping and stem decay. Pro tip: rotate your plant weekly so all sides receive equal sunlight, promoting balanced upright stem growth continuously. Keep broadleaves dust-free by wiping them regularly, keeping pores clear for optimal natural indoor respiration. Number 9 is the Parlor palm, Chamaedorea elegans, a timeless pet-safe indoor palm popular since Victorian times. Featuring soft, feathery fronds, this compact palm brings relaxed tropical elegance without taking up excessive floor space. Parlor palms tolerate lower light conditions exceptionally well compared to most other tropical palm varieties available commercially. They are completely non-toxic to cats and dogs, making them perfect choices for pet-friendly home households everywhere. Water when the top layer of soil feels dry, maintaining light moisture while avoiding overly soggy soil conditions. Use sandy, well-draining soil mixtures to encourage healthy root growth and prevent root rot in indoor settings. Pro tip: boost surrounding humidity levels during dry heating months to prevent frond tips from turning brown and crispy. Mist leaves regularly or use pebble trays beneath containers to maintain optimal air humidity surrounding delicate palm fronds. Number 10 is the colorful Chinese evergreen, Aglaonema, known for beautiful patterned leaves and high shade tolerance. Available in stunning patterns featuring silver, pink, red, or cream accents, this plant brightens indoor rooms effortlessly. Darker leaf varieties thrive in dim corners, while brightly variegated options prefer medium indirect indoor window light exposure. It tolerates dry air caused by indoor heating systems, making it exceptionally reliable in typical North American winter climates. Water when the top half of soil feels dry, keeping watering moderate during slower winter growth periods consistently. Pro tip: keep Chinese evergreens away from drafty windows or air conditioners, as they despise cold temperature drops intensely indoors. Maintain temperatures above 60 degrees Fahrenheit year-round to ensure your tropical foliage remains healthy, vibrant, and beautifully intact always. Number 11 is the beloved Heartleaf Philodendron, a trailing classic featuring exceptionally romantic, deep green, heart-shaped foliage cascading downward. This fast-growing vine looks absolutely stunning, gracefully spilling over hanging baskets, tall bookshelves, or trailing along minimalist apartment walls. Renowned for incredible adaptability, this forgiving plant survives varying light conditions while vigorously purifying your interior breathing atmosphere continually. Heartleaf philodendrons thrive gracefully in medium indirect light, but surprisingly tolerate extremely dim corners without losing their distinct shapes. Their resilient trailing vines communicate thirst clearly, gently wilting downwards to visually remind you that watering time has arrived. Unlike fussier tropicals, they recover spectacularly fast after receiving a generous drink of room temperature filtered or distilled water. Water thoroughly only when the top 2 inches of rich potting soil feel entirely dry beneath your probing fingertips. Ensure excellent drainage always, since sitting in stagnant muddy water inevitably leads to rapid root rot and stem decay. Use standard indoor potting mixes blended with a generous handful of chunky perlite for superior root aeration and drainage. Pro tip: easily propagate this beautiful plant by simply snipping healthy trailing vines just below their active green root nodes. Place freshly cut stems directly into clean glass jars filled with fresh water to watch new root systems develop. Pinching back the growing vine tips occasionally encourages much bushier, denser growth at the top crown of your plant. Wiping the smooth, heart-shaped leaves with damp microfiber cloths regularly maximizes precious sunlight absorption during shorter, dark winter days. Keep this gorgeous trailing beauty away from playful pets, as its toxic leaves cause severe irritation if accidentally ingested. Its elegant presence effortlessly softens harsh architectural lines, making it a staple for modern urban interior design layouts universally. Number 12 is the legendary Aloe Vera, a practical medicinal succulent featuring thick, fleshy, jagged green leaves growing upright. Beyond striking sculptural aesthetics, its inner gel naturally soothes kitchen burns, making it an essential functional houseplant for Americans. Aloe vera loves soaking up abundant, bright sunlight, making it the absolute perfect candidate for sunny, south-facing apartment windowsills. The plant thrives wonderfully in dry, indoor air environments, completely ignoring the lack of humidity common in wintertime heating. Because it stores vast moisture quantities inside its plump leaves, aloe vera easily survives lengthy vacations without any watering. Drought tolerance is its superpower, surviving extended periods of absolute neglect while maintaining a vibrant green sculptural presence indoors. Water this robust succulent deeply but infrequently, strictly allowing the entire soil volume to dry out completely between sessions. Usually, watering every 3 weeks suffices, but always verify bone-dry soil conditions before adding another single drop of moisture. Plant your aloe inside heavy, porous, unglazed terracotta pots containing gritty, fast-draining cactus or specialized succulent commercial soil mixtures. Unglazed terracotta actively pulls excess moisture away from delicate succulent roots, drastically reducing the serious risk of basal rot. Pro tip: avoid letting water pool directly inside the central rosette crown, as trapped moisture quickly causes rotting core issues. When harvesting healing gel, cleanly slice off older outer leaves near the plant base using sharp, sterilized kitchen scissors. Aloe vera routinely produces tiny baby offsets, often affectionately called pups, around its base once it reaches full maturity. You can carefully separate these young pups during springtime repotting sessions to expand your personal, sunlit, indoor succulent garden. If leaf tips suddenly turn brown or crispy, your aloe is likely receiving too much intense, direct afternoon sunlight. We now enter Tier 3, focusing on highly rewarding statement plants demanding slightly more attention and stable environmental routines. These specialized varieties transform ordinary spaces into luxurious tropical retreats when their specific lighting and watering requirements are met. Number 13 is the iconic fiddle leaf fig, undeniably the most famous architectural statement tree in modern interior design. Featuring massive, violin-shaped, glossy green leaves, this majestic tree instantly elevates the aesthetic prestige of any spacious living area. While notorious for being slightly temperamental, understanding its basic structural needs unlocks dramatic vertical growth and stunning visual rewards. Ficus lyrata demands bright, consistent, indirect sunlight, ideally placed directly in front of large east or south-facing window expanses. It aggressively hates sudden environmental changes, frequently dropping lower leaves if moved around your house or exposed to drafts. Find a permanent bright spot away from active air conditioning vents and strictly leave your magnificent tree right there. Watering requires absolute precision. Thoroughly drench the soil only when the top 3 inches feel completely dry and dusty. Overwatering causes devastating brown spots along leaf edges, while underwatering results in crispy, curling foliage dropping prematurely onto floors. Ensure your decorative planter contains a sturdy internal nursery pot equipped with large drainage holes for excess water escape. Gently shaking the central trunk weekly simulates natural outdoor winds, strengthening the main stem to support increasingly heavy leaves. Pro tip: huge fiddle leaves rapidly collect thick household dust, significantly blocking essential sunlight needed for critical daily photosynthesis processes. Wipe each giant leaf gently using a soft, damp cloth monthly, supporting the underside firmly to prevent accidental tearing. Maintain ambient humidity levels around 60% using an ultrasonic room humidifier to promote large, flawless new leaf development. Apply specialized balanced liquid fertilizer, diluted to half-strength monthly, exclusively during active spring and summer tropical growing seasons. Look closely for tiny red spots on new growth, a harmless condition called edema caused by inconsistent watering practices. Mastering this majestic tree requires patience and routine, but the architectural beauty it brings indoors remains entirely unmatched today. Number 14 introduces the mesmerizing Calathea genus, widely celebrated for complex, colorful leaf patterns resembling exquisite hand-painted botanical artwork. Often called prayer plants, their stunning striped leaves rhythmically fold upward at night, performing a captivating daily botanical dance. This dynamic movement, called nyctinasty, allows these understory tropicals to maximize light absorption during daytime and conserve moisture overnight. Calatheas demand medium indirect ambient light, as harsh direct sunbeams rapidly scorch their delicate painted foliage patterns beyond repair. These tropical forest floor natives crave extremely high humidity levels, making them phenomenal choices for brightly lit modern bathrooms. Without adequate air moisture, their beautifully patterned leaves inevitably develop crispy brown, unsightly edges that ruin their pristine aesthetics. Watering requires strict vigilance. Their soil must remain consistently damp like a wrung-out sponge, never completely drying out entirely. However, they absolutely despise soggy, waterlogged roots, meaning a highly porous, peaty soil mix remains critical for indoor survival. Pro tip: Calatheas possess extreme sensitivity to tap water chemicals like chlorine, fluoride, and heavy minerals found across American cities. Always use pure distilled water or captured rainwater to prevent destructive chemical burns from appearing along their sensitive edges. Despite their exacting demands, few indoor plants can match the vivid color contrasts and sculptural artistry Calatheas bring into a room. Best of all, for animal lovers, the entire Calathea family is completely non-toxic and entirely safe around curious cats and dogs. Number 15 introduces the dramatic Alocasia, famous for its arrow-shaped leaves and bold, highly defined architectural veining. Often called elephant ear, this striking exotic plant creates an unmistakable focal point in high-end modern interior designs. Alocasias require bright, indirect sunlight. Too little light halts growth, while direct sun rapidly scorches their velvety foliage. High humidity is essential. Keep ambient moisture levels around 60% or higher to prevent brown edge crisping. Keep the potting soil consistently moist during warm spring and summer months, but allow the top layer to dry between waterings. Do not panic if your Alocasia drops leaves during winter. It often enters natural dormancy, regrowing vigorously come spring. Use a porous, airy substrate like a mix of orchid bark, perlite, and potting soil to ensure vital root aeration. Pro tip: feed Alocasias with diluted balanced fertilizer every 2 weeks during summer, as they are exceptionally heavy feeders. Number 16 brings us to the exotic Anthurium family, celebrated for both brilliant tropical blooms and velvety foliage. Flowering varieties showcase long-lasting, glossy heart-shaped spathes in vibrant red, pink, or pure white throughout the year. These iconic colorful structures are actually modified leaves that hold their vivid brightness for months at a time. To encourage continuous flowering, place anthuriums in bright indirect light. Dim conditions will quickly halt flower production. Being epiphytic in nature, anthuriums require extremely well-draining soil mixtures containing plenty of coarse orchid bark. Water thoroughly whenever the top inch of soil feels dry, taking care never to let the roots sit in standing water. Provide warm room temperatures and moderate to high humidity to recreate their natural tropical rainforest canopy environment. Pro tip: feed with a phosphorus-rich liquid fertilizer during active blooming cycles to promote larger and longer-lasting flowers. Number 17 is the rare Monstera Peru, prized by collectors for its thick, corrugated, deep, metallic green leaves. Unlike fenestrated monsteras, this climbing variety features rigid, heavily textured leaves that look like polished dark emeralds. Provide a moss pole or trellis to encourage upward climbing, which triggers larger, thicker leaf growth over time. It thrives best in bright, indirect light, which maintains its deep, dark luster without scorching its textured surface. Water conservatively. Its thick leaves store moisture effectively, making it far more forgiving of occasional underwatering. Allow the top half of the potting substrate to dry out fully before giving it a thorough, even watering. Pro tip: prune long, leggy stems just above a node to stimulate fuller, bushier basal growth along the main support pole. Number 18 is the fascinating string of pearls, a trailing succulent featuring delicate strands of perfectly spherical green beads. Each tiny spherical leaf features a tiny translucent window strip that maximizes internal light absorption for photosynthesis. This delicate succulent requires abundant, bright, direct sunlight, especially on the flat top crown of the pot itself. Ensure the top of the container receives direct sun to prevent crown rot and maintain dense stem growth at the soil line. Water lightly using the soak and dry method, strictly ensuring the soil becomes completely dry between watering routines. When the round pearls shrink slightly and show tiny surface wrinkles, it is a clear signal that the plant needs water. Use coarse cactus and succulent soil in shallow pots with ample drainage to prevent excess water retention around delicate roots. Pro tip: coil trailing strands back onto the bare soil crown to easily root new stems and create a much fuller appearance. Number 19 is the breathtaking Maidenhair Fern, revered for its feathery, light green fronds and delicate black stems. This exquisite fern demands constant high humidity and consistent moisture, making it an ideal choice for steamy bathroom environments. Never allow the soil to dry out completely. Even a single day of dry soil can cause its delicate leaves to shrivel and die. Using a self-watering planter ensures a continuous, steady supply of moisture to keep the delicate roots properly hydrated. Keep ambient humidity above 60% using a dedicated humidifier or by placing the pot over a water-filled pebble tray. Position in soft, indirect light, completely shielded from intense direct sunbeams that quickly scorch delicate fan-shaped leaflets. Pro tip: if fronds dry out, trim them completely at the soil line. With steady moisture, fresh new fiddleheads will soon unfurl. Number 20 concludes our tier with the stunning Satin Pothos, famous for heart-shaped matte green leaves splashed with shimmering silver. Its satin texture and metallic silver sheen catch light beautifully, adding sophisticated elegance to trailing wall displays. Provide bright indirect sunlight to preserve intense silver variegation. Dim light causes leaves to turn plain solid green. Water when the top 2 inches of soil dry out. The leaves will curl slightly inward when the plant requires hydration. Use a light, fast-draining potting mix to avoid waterlogging and protect delicate root structures from fungal rot. Pro tip: wipe leaves regularly to keep dust off the satin sheen and boost sunlight absorption during winter months. Now that we have covered all 20 top houseplants, let us review crucial general care principles for long-term success. Consistency is key. Establish regular routines for checking soil moisture, lighting conditions, and humidity levels weekly. Always test soil moisture with your finger before watering, rather than following a strict, rigid calendar schedule blindly. Rotate your plants 90 degrees every few weeks to promote balanced, symmetrical growth on all sides toward light. Inspect leaf undersides frequently for early signs of pests like spider mites, mealybugs, or scale insects. Treat pest outbreaks immediately using organic insecticidal soap or neem oil spray to prevent infestations from spreading. Feed plants regularly during spring and summer, but pause fertilization during winter when growth naturally slows down. Prune yellow or damaged leaves promptly to direct the plant energy into generating fresh, healthy green growth. Repot root-bound plants every 1 to 2 years into containers that are 2 inches larger in diameter. With proper care, attention, and patience, your indoor garden will thrive and purify your home environment for years. Thank you for watching our comprehensive guide to the top 20 indoor plants for any space and lifestyle. Which of these amazing houseplants is your personal favorite? Or which one do you plan to add next? Let us know in the comments below. And do not forget to like and subscribe for more botanical guides. Happy planting, and may your home always be filled with vibrant life, natural beauty, and fresh, clean air. Before we wrap up completely, here is an essential safety warning regarding pet toxicity and indoor houseplant safety. Always research plant toxicity if you have curious pets or young children roaming freely around your living spaces. Plants like philodendrons, pothos, and ZZ plants contain insoluble calcium oxalates which cause oral irritation if chewed. Keep hazardous plants safely elevated on floating wall shelves, hanging baskets, or tall, sturdy plant stands beyond reach. Opt for completely pet-safe alternatives such as peperomias, cast iron plants, or spider plants for ultimate peace of mind. Store all concentrated fertilizers, insecticides, and potting chemicals securely inside locked cabinets away from children and pets. Now that you possess the knowledge to keep your home green and safe, let us review your ultimate plant journey. From indestructible beginner choices like snake plants to majestic statement trees like fiddle figs, options suit every skill level. Start small with 1 or 2 low-maintenance plants, building your confidence and green thumb step by step. Transforming your living space into a lush sanctuary reduces stress, boosts productivity, and purifies indoor air naturally. We have compiled a free downloadable care guide cheat sheet covering watering, lighting, and soil needs for all 20 plants. Check the link in the video description below to download your free digital houseplant care guide right now. Keep this guide handy on your phone or print it out for quick reference during your weekly plant care routine. Joining our thriving plant community helps you connect with fellow plant enthusiasts and share valuable growing experiences. Leave a comment below telling us which plant you are adding next or asking any troubleshooting questions. If you enjoyed this comprehensive guide, watch our deep dive video on fixing yellow leaves linked on screen now. Hit the like button if you found these tips helpful, as it greatly helps our channel reach more plant lovers worldwide. Subscribe and click the notification bell so you never miss our upcoming weekly indoor gardening and landscaping tutorials. Thank you for spending time with us today and supporting our mission to bring natural green beauty into every home. Until next time, keep growing, stay inspired, and enjoy your wonderful green journey. Goodbye.